It's me! If I could do a good Trump, I would have. I'm breaking shit. Get out of the way. He's going to win. If he doesn't, I mean, get your muskets ready. Happy Halloween, boys and girls. All right. And again, happy Halloween to you from the most haunted city in the country, Savannah, Georgia. People have mannequins in their windows year-round and shit. It's really creepy down here. All kinds of Civil War people buried under your house and stuff like that. I got a metal detector. I found a couple of fucking bottle caps sitting on a treasure down here. Of course, I bought it at a dollar store. It didn't really. Anyways, I love Halloween because the bad neighborhoods, the black people, and this isn't racist, a black lady had me laugh so hard. They come down my street, which is pretty damn white, and I heard somebody, she said to me, yeah, she goes, white people come to our neighborhood to buy drugs. We come here to your neighborhood for free candy. She said it, not me. In your politically correct world, I get in trouble for saying that. I'm just saying. It was a great line. Anyways, all right, let's start the show. I'm not in a fucking mood.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Oh, yeah, except for the people in Los Angeles. In our West Coast Stupid segment tonight, opening the show, as you know, you may not know, the Yankees were eliminated from the World Series last night. The Los Angeles Dodgers win, I don't know, I'm going to guess their 8th championship. I don't know. Doesn't matter. They are world champions. They took out the Yankees 4-1. The Yankees were up 5-0 last night, and then they turned it to the Bad News Bears in the 5th innings and made 3 errors in a row. And just the gates opened, and it was very sad, but I'm from Boston, so my erection was rock hard. Los Angeles descended into a chaos Wednesday night as belligerent baseball fans, of course, set a bus on fire, while others clashed with cops and looters ran amok following the Dodgers World Series victory. The LA Police Department shared footage of a mob of looters running. Of course, they get the guy with the mask on, the white mask, running in and out of a boarded-up Nike store, carrying merchandise and throwing it into cars parked outside the store. How is this different than a Tuesday in July? It's not. About 4 miles from Dodgers. Any excuse to steal shit. About 4 miles from Dodger Stadium, just after 11 p.m. The LAPD said it was aware of the looting, but they were probably too busy trying to fix the election, whatever, and has made arrests, but did not disclose how many suspects were taken in. Why? What's all the secret? What's all the secrets about? Put their names up, dox them. The department, you know why they don't want to share it? Because they're not going to arrest any of them. The department also shared that several businesses were looted and multiple properties were vandalized during the violent celebrations across the city. But they're not going to destroy and riot after Trump wins, right? They do this when something good happens. What are they going to do when Hitler is announced the winner? The LAPD said a hostile crowd, estimated between 200 and 300 people, lit an MAT bus on fire about a mile from Dodger Stadium around 12:30 a.m. local time. There's the bus. There's the Cretans on top of it. Unfucking footage posted to Citizen captured the moment a massive crowd, the majority of whom were wearing Dodgers jerseys and apparel, surrounded and sat atop the graffiti-lace bus. A video posted by @FilmThePoliceLA shows fireworks being set off inside the bus as the crowd shouts in stupid excitement. Here you fucking go. That was a normal, good buzz. Or maybe it was graffiti. Who knows? It's certainly an operating bus that they described. Show it burning.
There it is right here on 5.
There you go.
You gotta grow up. You're not a kid anymore. You hear me? You gotta grow up.
All a reason to fucking loot and steal sneakers and shit, you know. And like I said, anyway, another showed the bus fully engulfed in flames and spewing out thick black smoke while police and riot gear set up a perimeter so they could watch too to keep back the crowd. Instead of shooting fucking rubber bullets and bean bags and fire hoses, no, just sit back and let them do what they do. Fuck this. Anyways, the bus then appeared to explode and shot flames into the air like Joe Biden's ass after a can of baked beans. LAPD is currently on tactical alert and has activated a strategic plan to protect communities and businesses, which includes proactive deployment and a coordinated strategy with regional partners to ensure that all Angelans are able to celebrate safely. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Stupid, I do nothing, Bass warned. Anybody see the downfall of this country and why? It's right in front of you. What? Yeah, you fucking heard me. So yeah, nice going, LA. Can't wait for the election not to go your way. That'll be great. You're the most stupid fucks, you people who are on the left. Again, not everybody in LA votes, Democrat. Just 99.9% of them, and have for 60 years, and that's why your I should call it a country. Your state's a third world shithole. Vice President Kamala Harris was called a war criminal. But we're moving on. Look at this picture. This is so hilarious. It's an optical illusion because you can't see her elbow, but it really looks like one of those babies. What do they call them back in the 60s when the woman took drugs, Fulamithicide or whatever the fuck? What? A preemie? Not a preemie, no. There was a drug women were taking that doctors were giving. Ended up fucking babies were having claw hands and shit. It was great. Doesn't that look weird? Anyways, Kamala Harris is called a war criminal by protester blowing a whistle Wednesday as her third campaign event in under 24 hours was disrupted by anti-Israel activists. Harris, 60 years old, not sure why that's relevant, at one point reprimanded activists opposed to Israel's invasion of the Gaza Strip, telling them, in quotes, right now I'm speaking, as her afternoon rally in Harrisburg, PA, went off the fucking rails like anything she touches. Here she is being heckled.
Here's the thing. Let me say something. We are 6 days out of an election. We are 6 days away from an election.
That's better.
Ours is about a fight for democracy, and you're right.
Look at the fuck. I'm more disgusted with the idiots behind her. You fucking morons. I believe in genocide now.
Line in this election.
Look at those idiots.
That is what is on the line in this election. Look, everybody has a right to be heard, but right now I am speaking.
Ooh, she stood up for what? Again, it's not her. It's the people behind her make me more angry. Every one of yous is a low IQ, I don't care, long as my team wins voter. That's what you are, you fucker. And this happens at all our campaigns. You don't know how to speak.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Not long after, another protester blew a whistle and shouted in a loud voice, "You're a war criminal." Wow. We love our democracy, she says. It can be complicated at times, like when we pull a coup and put a retarded girl at the top of the ticket who has no fucking idea, who couldn't run a lemonade stand. It gets messy. But it's the best system in the world, which she doesn't believe that. She hates this system. She spent her life dedicated to burning it down, you fucking whore. Earlier in the day, during an event in Raleigh, North Carolina, a man interrupted Harris by shouting, "Kamala Harris, you have disrespected the Palestinian community." I don't know how that is.
Hates Jews.
I mean, she
hates
does.
Jews.
The back-to-back interruptions followed havoc wreaked by Gaza protesters at Harris' large Tuesday night closing appeal to voters at the Ellipse in Washington, D.C. For several minutes as Harris spoke, a siren noise was blared by unseen activists, creating a disconcerting din. I figured it was Trump in a fire truck or some shit. Oh my God. And what's with these anti-Israeli fucks? They're everywhere. They're not going to go away. What do they want her to do? Oh, it's genocide now that Israel decide to destroy these people that have been whose life is dedicated to destroying Israel, who literally, they handed them the Gaza Strip and they fucking dug tunnels and spent billions of dollars that way, who want to destroy, they don't want a Jew alive on the planet. And that's who the left sides with. Even Kamala, but she's not extreme enough for them.
They're very confusing.
Unbelievable. I mean, you got Jewish people who are taking the Palestinian side. What the fuck is going on here? Let me tell you something. I knew Arafat. Anyways, cocaine. God damn it. Hey, let me ask you a question, people. Do you feel like you can predict the future? Then cash in with Kalshi. Kalshi is the first legal exchange where you can bet on any event, including, but not limited to, the elections. Kalshi went to court and won legal approval for election betting for the first time in over 100 years. Yes, that's a big deal. Now that's really something to celebrate. You can bet on anything from the presidential election to the Oscar nominations for Best Picture. Whatever you're into, chances are you can bet on it. I personally, I'm going to throw a few dollars on Trump. I'm sure I won't get good odds because I think in every poll he's smoking. But again, we never know, do we? I'm going to bet that because I live dangerously, and I'll throw a few bucks on, UFC fights, which is fun. And you can do it all at Kalshi. Kalshi is already being used by hundreds of thousands of people and has facilitated over $1 billion worth of trades. It's time to get in on the fun, folks. It's just like buying stocks. The more you buy, the more you earn if you are right. So put your money where your mouth is and sign up using my link, kalshi.com/DiPaolo. The first 500 listeners who deposit $100 will get a free $20 credit. That's kalshi.com/DiPaolo, or click the link in our show notes, and the first 500 traders who deposit $100 will get a free $20 credit. Kalshi, you can trade on that. And we thank them for sponsoring the show. A lot of sponsors jumping on board. You know what that means, folks? A lot of eyes on the show. Yeah, it do. Should be. I started this in my basement like Edison in 1860. Cocaine. Let's move on to the next story of the Trump tells people to forgive Joe. Boy, Trump, boys, he got his shit together this time. You know, they're like, take a little off the... But he actually, this even surprised me. Former President Donald Trump called it terrible on Tuesday that President Biden referred to his supporters as garbage, or as I like to say when I'm in France, garbage. Trump 78 commented on Biden's remark after being informed about it by Senator Marco Rubio while he was still on stage at Pennsylvania rally. Here's a little bit of footage. I don't like mosquitoes. Never did. God, it's getting worse. Go ahead.
So you have, remember Hillary, she said deplorable? And then she said irredeemable, right? But she said deplorable. That didn't work out. Garbage, I think, is worse, right? But he doesn't know. You have to please forgive him.
He called us garbage.
Wanna fucking smash his fucking face in.
He's talking about everyday Americans who, this is Trump talking, who love their country and want to dream big again and support, oh no, this is Rubio, I'm sorry, and support you, Mr. President, Rubio said. And I hope the Harris campaign is about to apologize for what Joe Biden just said, Rubio said. He said, we are not garbage. We are patriots. We love America. Thank you for running, Rubio told Trump. And then Trump looked at him and kind of surprised Rubio by saying this.
Shut up. Mind your fucking business and shut up. I don't want the campaign.
Can you imagine? And it's true. Joe doesn't, well, he does know what he's saying. He's going right to the grave as an angry old man. I think, and again, you have to say, did he do it to sabotage? Because he did it on the same day she was making her big closing statement at the rally. He stepped all over her message. So people are going, you know, they hate each other right now. Was that intentional or whatever the fuck? If it was, it's the smartest thing that shithead did in his 4.5 years, or 4 years of 3.5, or 2 plus 5 equals 7. Just a real titmouse. Damn it, I didn't put any coffee in my muggage. But again, and then I get up, I see this, the Trump at McDonald's in the garbage truck, 20,000 people, Madison Square Garden, another 75,000 outside, and you're like, wow, this is really getting one-sided. What was the last poll? What's the big one? Not Quinnipiac. There was another one that had him up by like 3 or 4 nationally. But you hear all that, and you're like, oh, it's still... I see the headlines, it's neck and neck in Pennsylvania. It's neck and neck. What? If that's true, even if he won, and that's true, I think we're too far gone. The fact that many of you, which I don't think it is true, are that retarded. Retarded. Like I said, I want to choke her, but the supporters behind her, they're just blind. Just fucking blind. So Tony Hinchcliffe, that comedian, boys, you're getting some mileage out of that. And I love the fact that Tony, who, like I said, I just met a few weeks ago, didn't apologize. I've been waiting for that forever. And the other thing I was reading, Puerto Rico actually has a problem with garbage. That was part of the joke. He wasn't just calling them garbage, but we don't want that to leak in, Even Puerto Ricans online are like, what's the big fucking, But that's what scares me, folks. I make people laugh for a living. I have for 36 years. Sure, it's debatable, but I do sometimes. I chose this way to make a living because when people are having a good time, this is universal. When people are having a good time, what are they usually doing? Laughing. The left is not about that. They want to suck the fun out of fucking life. I'm reminded of again last night. Watch the World Series they have to have in the 3rd inning. Stand up for cancer. The Bruins. I'm watching the Bruins the other night before the game. They bring a kid out who's going through chemo. And again, folks, I know 80% he's going to go, well, what the fuck? You're against kids. But don't be so simple. There's a place and a time for fucking everything. But this is a tenet of liberalism. They have never had a good day in their fucking life because they're virtue signaling around the clock. That's all this is. It's a way to make adults go, look it, I care and you don't. That's all that is. People go to hockey games, baseball, and you've heard me say it before, football games, to get away from life, to get away from famine, hunger, and war, AIDS, disease, to get away from that shit. Imagine you're there with your little kid at a fucking World Series game and they fucking, now, let's remind little Billy that his mother died of breast cancer. What the fuck? Pick a time and a place. I'll send you money. And I know that's going to sound weird to a lot of people. That's because you're just stupid. Fuck. Bruins. Boston is trying to become San Francisco East. They already have. Nothing but virtue signaling. Look, I do Comics Come Home. That's a cancer benefit Cam Neely organized and Dennis Leary. Cam's parents died of cancer. I understand that. So we have a separate night where people come out and watch comedians and raise a ton of money. You don't have to spill it into everything. Give people a fucking break. But again, that is a common characteristic of fucking liberal people. Because like I said, that's all they do is virtue. It makes them feel good. Anyways. A lot of coffee, you notice, at the house? Anyways, for those of you guys on Mug Club right now, stick around for the second half of the show. The rest of you, I got to say bye-bye to you, unless you go to nickdip.com. That's my website. Sign up for Mug Club. And if you do that, you'll get the entire Nick DiPaolo show. Even better, the great Steven Crowder show, who has Alex Jones and a lot of famous people, especially this next coming week. I'll be out there with them. Famous people. He's got people on the ground everywhere. He's going to get a ton of viewers. I bet you it's the largest streaming thing. So you can get that and a lot more. Also, click on the tour button if you want to. As you see, what is this, next week or week? Is this? Don't tell me that. November 9th, Bridgeview Center Theater in Ottumwa, Iowa. And I don't take that wrong, Ottumwa. I've never been there, so I'm looking forward to that. The airport's in the hood. You know how I stand. Also, I'll be doing the I'll be doing the Bricktown Comedy Club, but it's actually made of wood. I don't understand. No, I'm kidding. Bricktown Comedy Club in Tulsa, Oklahoma, February 20th. I'll see you guys out there. Second half of the show, we're going to show Trump pulling that great stunt after Joe made that garbage thing. I don't know who came up with these. Perfect. Also, there's a guy whose father died, and you won't believe what he was doing with the body. It involves popsicles. That's all I'm going to say.
Hi. Good night, everybody.